Shalom, guys! It's a pleasure to be with you here with the Sunday Live. And today, guys, we're gonna talk about one of the most important, touchy, sensitive issue ever. If you do it right, you can be the most happy person on earth. But if you don't do it, you will be so miserable. So guys, be ready for amazing, shocking, exciting live. We're gonna talk about peace and family, peace between husband and wife, and how we take our marriage institution and just make it sweeter and better. That's why, guys, we must listen to this amazing lecture. Because if you listen to what I have to say, what the Torah have to say, guys, people will be in a much better situation in life. That's why I want to start with a small half joke, half story. But one day, a wife told her husband, "Hey, you didn't tell me for years you love me." And he said, "I told you. And if something new will pop, I'll tell you." Oh, no. So, guys, we need to understand and we need to learn that the marriage institution is exactly like going to the gym. Okay? You cannot go to the gym. Oh, you lift weights. Okay, Mr. Guy from the gym. I've been here one time. I'll see you next month. He's going to say, whoa. You're not going to fulfill your mission with your body. You must come every 3 times a week and practice and lift weights. Exactly with marriage. Marriage is work. It's not like when a husband and wife are going, to the honeymoon, or before they're taking photos. Hey, hi, why, ooh, yeah, it's so exciting. You bought $2,000 flowers. When you proposed to your wife, you married me, and you went to the best hotel, and it was so exciting. And what happened? What happened, guys? We must know exactly to get married and to be together. It's not now taking photos and everything's fine. There's a lot of work. But if we know exactly what we need to do, and if we know exactly what the Torah says, then, guys, guess what? A lot of problems will be solved for you. That's why I'm recommending you to watch this lecture, make some good coffee, and let's rock it. Okay, so I want to start. I'm going to start the most biggest divorce in the world. So let's start. Number 1, Portugal. Portugal, 74% divorce. Okay. Number 2, Spain, 68% divorce. Number 3, the nation of Russia, 65% divorce. Number 4, Canada, 56%. Number 5, Finland, the nation of Finland, 55% divorce. Number 6, Sweden, 50% divorce. Number 7, Belgium, 50% divorce. Number 8, South Korea, 48% divorce. Number 9, Denmark, 46% divorce. And number 10, the United States of America, 45% divorce. Now, when I read it, I'm asking myself, so why to get married? What do we need it for? And this is one of the questions we're going to find out. Who said we need to get married? I can have children without getting married, right? So why we still need to get married, and why God wants us to have a family, a wife, and to fulfill our mission with the marriage institution. Why we need to do it? That's a very, very touchy issue. But if we listen carefully and know exactly what we need to do, then a lot of the problems people have will just go down, guys. We need to be educated, not only in math and in scientists. We need to be educated by the 7 laws of Noach. And that's the first issue, guys. The reason why I read you this percent of divorce, because they don't know the 7 laws of Noach. Okay, guys? If people will study the 7 laws of Noach and what God says, and what's our mission, and what's our purpose in this life, and how we treat our wife and how you treat our husband, and that's exactly what we're going to talk now. So let's start, guys, big time. Okay, as you know, especially in the West world, you know, when all of the nations are, we have internet, movies, Hollywood and stuff, you know, the first issue I want to talk about, okay, is, guys, is respect. Okay? Why I'm saying respect, okay? People forget that they need to respect their wife. You need to respect your husband. Not just in the first 2 weeks of your marriage. Every day till your last day. Till Messiah arrives, Bezrat Hashem. Okay? It's not like, no, I respect one. No. Every day you need to give a huge respect to your wife. And you need to give a huge respect to your husband. Okay? Now, how we do it. Okay? And that's a very hard, you know, you get used to it. It's a habit, you know, the excitement went down. And that's how we're going to learn exactly how we renew our excitement. Okay, so like I said, when you respect and you give only good words, okay, always use nice words. Always say, hi, I love you, I adore you, you're great, you're amazing, you're awesome. Thank you for everything. Thank you for this. You're the best. You smell good. Everything. Yeah, and you tell your husband, wow, you're great. You're the best. I need you. Everything. Okay? Guys, words don't cost money. How much is it? How much? If you go to India, how much? No, it's too expensive. 100, no, 99. No, okay, but what I'm saying is free. Words are totally free, guys. Use your words. God gave you a mouth. Respect your wife, respect your husband with good words. Okay, guys, it's very important. If you do it, then your wife will see you differently. Wow, because words have consequences. But unfortunately, people are ignoring that fact. And they're not using their mouth. In the good case. In the worst case, they're saying meaning words or hurting, you know. And that's very, very critical issue. It can have very, very critical consequences, your words. So like I said, guys, okay? Always say good words to your wife. And if you say good words to your wife, she will say good words to her husband. And that way you build your marriage, not for the pictures, for the first months. Let's post it. Wow, we got us 2,000 likes. Everybody's jealous now. No, guys, that's fake. Okay? We're talking about the real issue here, okay? The real issue. So, that was number 1 key, okay? Now, I want to talk about a very, very critical issue as well. And if we take it, oh boy, that will be worth $1 million for you guys. Now, I'm saying the word competition. Competition. For one reason, or I don't know why that's the reason, when a husband and wife are getting married, they live in an environment of competition. Who's more success, you or you? Okay, so he has a little bit ego. Why? Because his wife has a very, very sophisticated, amazing job, and she makes twice than him. So his ego gets hurt. Or the opposite. She's just at home, she's unemployed, and he's bringing all the money now. So it becomes a competition between the husband and the wife. Guys, if you start your marriage in this atmosphere of competition, who is more success? Who brings more money? Who looks better? Who speaks better? Who's, that marriage will not stay so long. That's a menu for a fail. Why? Because you forgot that a woman and a man are becoming one. Okay? You become one. When you get married and you propose and you love your wife, at least when you got married, you loved her, no? And you loved your husband, right? You were pulling your hair and fixing your hair in the beginning. So, how we keep it, okay? Don't live in a competition. If you have competition, you always will feel he's better or she's better. That will not survive, guys. So that's very important, guys. Don't be in a place that she's better, me or her. You're one, okay? You are a one body. Remember that. If you remember that, trust me, your life will be better. One rabbi went to the doctor with his wife, and he told him, "Hey, doc, listen, our leg is hurting." "What do you mean our leg?" Your wife's leg. "No, our leg." "What? Oh, I see. Right. Our leg is hurting. Your leg is hurting. My leg is hurting. You feel pain. I feel pain. You are broke. I feel broke." You understand what I'm saying, guys? If people will stop being in a competition, then the statistic in Portugal, there's 74% divorce because they don't hear this information. Okay? They rather watch the movies or see Cristiano Ronaldo or I don't know what, but they don't check out their purpose in life. And that's why, guys, God bless you all. And let's continue. And this lecture must go to all the people. And trust me, the marriage institution will be much better. That's why we're studying. So let's talk about another issue. Okay. And if we do it, guys, we're the only one who's going to earn from it. Okay? We say in Hebrew, Ayin Tova, good eye. Why I'm saying it? Each human being, okay, doesn't matter, has good stuff and bad stuff. Okay? So he's very kind. He's very good with the children, but he's lazy. She's very energetic, but sometimes she's getting mad. Understand? Each human being has his good stuff and his bad stuff. Okay? So we need to learn from here. My wife, my husband has good stuff and bad stuff. We need to concentrate at the good because you have bad stuff too, right? You're not an angel. God didn't bring you as an angel. You are a human being. Human being, like it says in the beginning of Genesis, Ki yetzer lev adam ra mineuраv. The human being has a lot of bad stuff, so nobody's an angel. So what do you think? Your part B will be better? No, who said? The part B will be even worse. So let's concentrate what you have. Even so, guys, and we're going to talk about it in the continuing, sometimes you need to get divorced. But when? We'll talk about it. But let's continue. Good eye. Okay? You have... You're home now. Okay, you're hungry, you're starving. Now your wife came home. Now she came home with that face of attitude, right? She looks like angry and miserable, and maybe she sweats. Now you see her in a bad way, okay? Hey you, what's going on? Where have you been? And that moment, you are not thinking just a second. Maybe something happened to her at work. Maybe somebody pissed her. Maybe somebody hurt her feelings. Maybe she had a fight with her boss. Maybe she had an accident. I don't know. So before you're just getting to a conclusion and starting a fight or having an attitude, talk to your wife. What happened, honey? You're okay? I'll make you a coffee. Let's talk about what happened. You okay? Give your wife, and especially why I'm saying, because the nature is usually that women speak more than men. She must take everything she has and share it with her husband. So she's gonna talk. He did it. Okay? So in this point, boy, and especially for the husband, listen to what your wife has to say. Listen, okay, ask her really how it happened. And guess what? When she hears you and she feels that you're listening to her, not hearing. I hear a lot of stuff. I hear you, but you're not listening. Listening is a higher levels than hearing. I hear, but she knows if you hear her, she knows. That's why, guys, you must listen to your wife. Listen with your okay, ask, share. Okay, what happened? If you do it, boy, I'm telling you, your wife will love you twice more that day and give you much more respect. Because if she sees that you don't care about her, then guess what? Somebody else will listen to her. And that's the way it is, guys. Okay? So we need to understand exactly. And it happens every day. Okay? You're coming angry from home. Okay? The wife, what happened? Don't start, hey, why you're again upset? Why this? Feel him. Maybe something happened to him. Maybe he had, I don't know what. We're human beings. We have issues in the day. We need to really look in a good eye, especially in the end of the day. Because that's when the fights might start. Okay? In the morning, you have no time. Goodbye. Your coffee. Goodbye. Then in 7, hey, in this point is work. Okay? Look at your wife. You look at your husband in a very nice, love, respectful way. And you need to know that they had a long day. You had a bad day. Whatever. So you must ask your husband or wife, are you okay? What's happening? What's going on? And if you do it, Spain, 68%. Yeah? Oh, I'm a big giantess. But you don't know how to keep your marriage. So who cares you're a giantess? What about your life? Your main thing. But I'm a very important professor. But you treat your wife like garbage, man. So what do you think you're fooling, man? You're a professor. Wow. What about the main basic thing of your soul? Okay? And that's the most important issue, guys. Okay, let's continue. Now, guys, we need to understand. Our home needs to be our Hollywood. When I'm saying Hollywood, like the most exciting place. Okay? Your home. Make sure you and your wife having the best room, the best bed. If you're watching movies, whatever you do it together. Make your house the most exciting place in the world. Okay? And obviously, and this is for the man, always buy your wife gift. Always. Not every day, once a week, okay? But if you do it, because people get used to it. Whatever. No. I told you, it's exactly like the muscles. If you stop working out, you'll be chubby. We must work, okay? And what I'm saying is exactly with brothers and sisters to parents and children. And that's a little bit different issue because we have a very important mitzvah to respect the parents. But that's a different issue, okay? Now it's about the husband and wife, okay? Make sure, like I said, okay, be careful, okay, when you're in the internet and stuff, okay? Talking to other people and people have no limit. Let's chat. what are you doing, man? You're chatting with a girl? What do you think you're doing, man? And then what do you think your wife will not feel that you're strange? And you're just having a nice conversation. Who said it's allowed? Hey, who said? Where's the respect? Why, you're looking for a different excitement? What about your wife? What about your husband? She was the best for you. What happened? Why? Because people don't appreciate what they have. Okay, and let's conclude, okay? Respect, okay? Very important. When you see a important person, you respect. Why? Your wife is important. Your husband is important. You need to give the respect big time forever. Okay. Okay, just a second. It disappeared. All right, it's here. All right. Now, I want to talk about a very, very touchy issue. Okay? And it's hard. I agree it's hard. But sometimes you just need to let it go. Okay? You have an argument. You're right. I'm right. She's not right. She's wrong. Okay? The most important thing in life, which makes you almost an angel, is to say, you're right. Okay? Even if you're right, for the peace, you're right. It's okay. Say, I'm right. Say, you're right. It's okay. Nothing happened. Just don't argue. Just don't fight. Okay? Very important, guys. Now, why I'm saying it? Because sometimes that ego of us. I'm sure I'm right. Man, she's talking nonsense. Right? Maybe he's talking nonsense. But right now, the peace between you is it's a better priority. Okay? So if you take that, and it's hard, but it's worth working hard for it. Okay? It's small, you're right, it's all good. That will build your personality and build your luck. And God will give you a lot of surprises. Trust me. It's hard, but it's worth it. Okay. Now, a very important issue here, guys. Okay? What's the issue? Having children. And when you have children, okay, you want to have a good example for your children, right? You want your children to see you messed up, 3 times divorced. You're not talking to you're not talking to the mother of your children. She's not talking to him. He cheated. He went. He did. Guys, this is life. This is life. You are having children. You must build your trust. Why I'm saying it, guys. Many of us think we're gonna be young forever, right? But King David said already, Al tashlicheni lezikna. Don't leave me alone when I'm old. Okay? Don't leave me alone when I'm old. How many people are 80, 90 years old? Nobody's there. They barely walk. They cannot move. They're miserable. They're sick. They cough. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? What's going on? And that's so sad, guys. We all gonna be there one day, guys. We're not gonna be young forever. So what I'm saying is, okay, that's very important, okay? When you build the next generation, you and your wife together, and your children look at their parents and they learn what's respect. Respect your wife, respect your husband, and they see, guys, they're gonna be like you. And when you're 80 years old or 90 years old, they're gonna be there for you, help you. They're gonna take you. But if you're not, and you think you know what's gonna happen, guys? You're gonna be there alone, measure for measure. You didn't care about your wife or about your home, to save your home, to save your environment of your energy in the house. That's what's gonna happen. Your children will ignore you. Why? What do you need it for? You have a wife, you have a husband. Save it. God gave you a gift. Some people don't get married. They want. So why you're not saving the gift God gave you? Understand? And that's a very, very sophisticated eye for the future, guys. Okay, so like we said, okay? And we'll go back to that issue. Okay, listen, sir. I'm married for 2 years. It's not working. It's not working. We tried. We went to psychologists. We went to the marriage guy, which he's divorced for 4 times, usually. And the lady who gives advice for marriage, she divorced 7 times already. And people still get advice from weird people instead of going to the source, guys. Right. Sometimes you need to get divorced. Right. Cheating or all kind of issues. It happens. But guys, let me tell you something. When it happens and you decided, you tried, it's not working, it's okay to get divorced. But how you get divorced? Fighting, cursing, threatening, lawyers, or peace. It's been a pleasure. I'm sorry it happened that way. Each one of us will continue our life. Whatever happened. Let's continue. And if we have children, we're still connected. We must respect. Okay? Why? I'll tell you why, guys. Because people think that the part B will be better. It will be better if you have peace. If you fight with your ex and having fights, God will just make your life horrible. Because it's very important, even you decided to get divorced, which is 90% of the cases, yes, there's no reason to get divorced. Because if they will do whatever I said, respecting, talking nice, and helping and stuff, it's not going to happen. Okay? But let's say the 10% that, yes, you must get divorced. How you get divorced? You do it in a respectful way? If yes, God will make your part be much better. Trust me. Trust me what I'm saying. 100%. Okay. Now, like I said, okay, and it's very important. We talked about when sometimes you need to get divorced. But somebody will tell me, hey, OV, who said you need to get married? Why just not to have children and live my life? I'm pregnant. Who said I need to live with him? I want to live my life. I want to be concentrating my university. Who said that I need to be married? Who said that's the way? Right? What's going on here? Who said you're right? I can have children and do whatever you said, but I don't need to be married. What's going on here? Let's go to the Bible, guys. Okay. This 2 verse, worth gold, diamond, everything you can imagine. Okay? It says in the book of Genesis, the first, in the beginning, in the verse 1, chapter 1, verse 28. Listen. ויברך אותם אלוהים ויאמר להם אלוהים פרו ורבו ומילאו את הארץ וכבשו הרדו בדגת הים בעוף השמיים בכל החיה הרומסת על הארץ. You must multiply, have children, multiply, have children. But just a second, you didn't answer me. You told me I need to get married. I can have children, okay, but where it says that I need to get married. So let's continue, okay? Let's continue to chapter 2 to verse 18. Now, it says, ויאמר אדוני אלוהים, לא טוב האדם לבדו, אעשה לו עזר כנגדו. Okay? It's not good that a human being is alone. I will do a help for him, which is Chava, Adam and Eve. It's not good to be alone. It says in the Torah, not for each human being. Okay? Even for the priest Catholics, it's important. Okay? You must not, you cannot be alone. You must get married, have a couple. That's what God says. So that's the source, guys. Okay? לא טוב האדם לבדו יעשה לו עזר כנגדו. Which means, when somebody's alone, a man or a woman, they're not completed. To be completed, to have an opportunity to work at yourself, you must have a couple. You must get married and have children with your wife as a family. And that's what God wants. Okay? And that's the biggest evidence. Okay? So somebody from the university will tell you, listen, who cares what he says? We have the Bible, okay? We have the truth here in our book. He needs to listen and learn what the Torah needs to say. Okay, guys. Now, let's complete the issue here and talk about a few important things with Chazal, what they say. Now, this is a message for all women, for all men, I'm sorry, okay? It says in the Gemara, okay? לעולם יהיה אדם זהיר בכבוד אשתו. A human being, a man, needs to be careful when it comes to respecting his wife. That the blessing in his house is only for his wife. Which means, guys, that if a guy who has a wife now wants to be rich, successful, happy, you must respect your wife. If you respect your wife, then the Gemara promise the blessing will run after you. The blessing, money, job offer, good stuff, everything will be perfect for you. But if not, and you're rude to your wife, and you treat her like garbage, and you say, and you hurt her, so guess what? Your luck will go down. You're bringing your luck according to your actions. Okay? That's very important. Now, let's go to the next Gemara. It says, Ish ve'isha zachu, shchina b'nehem, lo zachu, esh ochelto. Okay, guys? When a man and women are having a good energy together, the blessing will be at their house. Success, happiness. The children see the parents, they're happy, they have good atmosphere. Unfortunately, it's not what's happening in the world. It's not happening. People are broke. Look at the children. Where is your mother? She lives there. Where's your father? He ran away. Man, it's sad. Why people are looking for shortcuts? Why people are not studying the main 7 laws of Noah? If they know that, they will know how to treat their wife. Okay? And guys, what I'm saying is always, and it's a non-stop job. Right? It's okay. Sometimes you have a fight. Okay? But, and that's a very important issue. You had a fight. Big screaming, argument. Okay, for 2 hours. You left the house. She was leaving the house. Now, okay, a few hours passed. What are you gonna do now? Do faces? I'm not gonna talk to you now. No. Whatever happened, מה שהיה, העיקר זה להתחיל מההתחלה. Whatever happened, baby. I forgot about it. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. We're human beings. It could happen. The most important thing, to continue. I want to go to the next shocking Gemara, guys. כל המעביר על מידותיו, מעבירים לו כל פשעיו. Okay? You are forgiving. Never mind. It's all good. She said a word. She hurt your feelings next to your parents. Okay? Now you... Okay, it's okay. Nothing happened. It's okay. God will forgive you for all your sins. Measure for measure. Okay? Right. Stuff happened. She talks too much. She says stuff. Okay. But remember, she has good stuff too. Look at the good stuff. Laugh about it. It's okay. Put your ego down, man. So what? Who do you think you are, man? She said something. Everybody will forget about it. You want to build yourself. You want to be a mensch? You want to be a man of God? Control your anger. It's okay. She said something. It's okay. Nothing happened. Okay? When you get angry and you fight, it's because your ego is up. Okay? And the same with the lady. Okay? She said something. Okay? It's okay. The question is, the day after, you're going to still bring that fight, or you're going to forget about it. If you take that advice and you forget about it, guys, your marriage will be very, very happy. Okay, guys. Now, I want to tell you a story that happened, and then we're going to conclude everything. Okay? One day, that was, I think, in Russia, was a guy, was so pissed. He went to the rabbi. Yes, what do you want? To listen, I want to divorce now my wife. Why? What happened? She's A, B, C. I can't take her anymore. She's this. I said, okay, you're right. Okay, I'll give you the permission to do a divorce. No problem. But it takes a profit for 1 week. But please, I want to ask you a favor. In this week, just for the good feeling, say good stuff to her. Compliment her. Say good words. Say you're beautiful, you're nice. Even if you're just pretending, just say it. Okay, no problem. I'll see you next week. Okay. He went. He left. A week passed. The rabbi, where is he? Where is he? Now 3 weeks passed. He called him. Hey, what happened? He said, 1 week, it's ready. No, I don't want to get divorced. What do you mean? It's ready. No. I'll tell you why. Because when I told you, in this week to compliment and to say good words, you know what happened to your wife? She changed her attitude to you. It's all the mirror. Understand what I'm saying? You're the mirror of your wife. Okay? You were treating nice your wife. Now suddenly you don't want to get divorced. Why? Because suddenly you see the good side about her. You compliment, you were saying good words, everything, and now you don't want to get divorced. And guys, that's 90% of the people, okay? Like I said, the words is for free. People argue for $10. No, man, that's expensive. I'll save $20 if I go to Walmart. I'm gonna go to the place and save money, save cash. Boy, I'm talking about your eternity life, about your words. Your words are free. Free. Free, no money. It's free. When you say in America free, even if I give you this spoon, I don't know how it got here, free. But what are you going to do? It's a broken spoon. Doesn't matter, it's free. Okay, I'll take it. That's Americanism. Okay, that's America. It's free, I want it. So why not when it comes to your words? When your word builds, the word you say builds worlds. Okay? You're worried about the business. What about your free words you can say? Your compliment. Hey dear, you're the best. I love you. I adore you. You're the best cook. You're amazing. You're kind. You have a beautiful smile. Let's buy you clothes. You look good with this. You look this. Everything. Why not, man? That words will have amazing consequences for eternity. Your children will see you compliment each other. They will be like you. You don't want your children to see you throwing in a small apartment and she's married on a guys. That's not good for the children. They will be worse because there is generations that go down, unfortunately. Why not, guys? Okay? People are paying a lot of money to hear what I'm saying, and what they're saying, it's not because it's me, because I'm talking what God says in the Torah. Okay? And I want to talk about the next issue. Very, very touchy, and I want you to listen carefully, guys. Okay? This world has a lot of attempts. Okay? You're married. Okay? You're going out. You're sitting in a bar. You're sitting in a restaurant. You're looking at other ladies all day, man. Why you're looking? Why you're staring? You know why? Because when you look at what doesn't belong to you, then your wife will look like a monkey in your imagination, because you're looking at what doesn't belong to you. You must keep your eyes, okay? Don't look at places it's not for you. Why do you need to look? Why you're flirting? Why? You know that flirt, in the first time it's okay. In the second time, she smiles at you, and then you don't care about your wife. That's why you must compliment your wife. If you don't compliment your wife, she will look for compliments for different men. Remember that, guys. If you don't say good words, she will look for that nice words in a different place. She'll go to a vacation. You're not complimenting. You don't care. So that guy from Argentina with the long hair will compliment her, and then she's gonna, guess what? She's gonna do a mistake. Why? Because you're not complimenting your wife. Trust me, guys. If you compliment your wife and you treat her nice and you give her everything she needs, she's not gonna care about other guys, because that's the way we are, guys. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Don't look at the evilness. You know what's outside. That's dangerous. Okay? It's like, I'll tell you exactly. It's like, imagine a mouse now. He sees a cheese now. Okay? I want that cheese. But he knows that if he's going to eat that cheese, boom, boom, he's going to be now captured inside. But I want the cheese. But you crazy stupid, you're going to be killed. Why? What do you need it for? So a human being has a brain to think. A mouse doesn't have a brain to think. That's exactly it, guys. You're getting excited, right? You're getting excited. Tomorrow at 8, you think your husband doesn't know. You think your wife doesn't know. But you forgot that Hashem knows everything. He sees where you're going. He sees exactly what you're doing. Okay? And measure for measure. Okay? You're going to do a mistake with your wife or your husband. God will destroy your life. For what? For a few hours of pleasure? For what? For what? You have a wife already. And that's the next issue I want to talk about. Today, in the beginning, it's exciting. Look at the wife in the first month when they met. She was all makeup and smiling perfume. Nice. Now, she got married. Now, a few years later in the house, she looks like a construction guy. Yeah? With dusty shirt. She's sweating with her hair that way. She gained weight. She doesn't care. That's a mistake. Guys, you must stay beautiful for your wife and for your husband all the time. You were like long hair. You were so handsome, man. You look good, man. 5 years later, okay? You're 20 pounds more. But you don't care about your looks. And what do you think? Your wife will see that handsome guy and she's gonna, maybe will do a mistake. Why? Because you're not renewing the excitement. Spirituality and physical. You need to smell good. You need to renew your excitement. You need to always, when you're together, to do it nice, to love, to do whatever you want together. Understand? Always be beautiful for your husband. Understand? He has stuff he wants from you. Do it. Make him happy. You make her happy. Okay? If you get used to it and you look like I don't know what, like a cleaning guy, who sweats and stuff. So guess what? He's going to look at that blonde and he's going to want to flirt with her. That's the way it is, guys. And that's the conclusion, guys. So that takes me to a place, guys, to pray, okay? And that's very important. When you're married, or you're not married, pray. God, give me a wife, please. I want to fulfill the 7 laws of Noah. I want to get married. I want to have children who's going to serve you. I want that wife. I want this, I want this. Ask. You're married? God, take care of my marriage. I want my marriage to stay happy. Always, always, always pray. Pray and pray again and pray and pray. Because without praying, it will be hard. Okay? And praying is everything. You need to pray about everything all the time. You know, it's hard, I know, but even if it's not from 100% your heart, still continue to pray. Because more davening will help you. Guys, if I give a guy 2 situations, okay? Now, he met a girl, a beautiful girl. Now tomorrow she's gonna leave. Now he has a chance. And I'll tell him, look, if you do that mistake, that's gonna happen. But if you don't, what a blessing you're gonna have. Each normal human being will say, okay, that's what I'm saying. Always think twice, 3 times, 4 times before you do something. Because each action can have a very, very serious issue for forever. You understand, guys? That's why, guys, like I said, and that's the conclusion. Okay, the conclusion, okay. Stay away from internet and chatting. Don't chat. Don't look for conversations with ladies or for men. Stay away from it, guys. Respect, okay? Look at the good. Look at the good things about your partner, your couple, your husband, your wife. Okay? Good eye. Okay? Nobody's perfect. Always look at the good. Okay? Very important to make your home the most exciting place. Okay? And the most important thing, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Even if you're right. Okay. Work at your ego. It's okay. Measure for measure, God will give you stuff you will not imagine. Okay? Now, children. You have children. Do you want your daughter to see your father cheating or treating like crap? Or that's bad. That doesn't look good. Think about everything, okay? And guys, if, God forbid, you get divorced and there's no choice, you tried, respect, don't hate, okay? We'll stay friends, okay? Your part B will be better, okay? It happens, you can get divorced sometimes, but most of the cases, like I said, you can fix, okay? And if you do it, guys, Portugal will not have 74% divorce. The United States of America, 50%. Okay? If people will listen to it, trust me, it will go down. Okay? So guys, I'm praying for all the single people, they will find their soulmate. Be'ezrat Hashem. I'm praying that people who are married will have the peace, always, that good atmosphere. Okay? And guys, you had a fight. Forget about it. Nothing happened. New start. Okay? If you do it, God will adore you, guys. Okay? So, all the best, guys. It's been a big pleasure. God bless you, and I'll see you next week or before, or I don't know. God decides. All the best. Take care.